Happy spooky month. Reddit on Wiki starts now.
Get therapy.
What's going on, Wikimaniacs? It's your boy Josh here on a Monday.
Whoa.
Crazy.
Wild.
It's wild. Sean took over on Friday. I'm taking over on Monday. And I'm joined with Sean and John here today. What's going on, boys?
Hello.
This is weird because I usually peek behind the screens. I usually record first because I do Emma the Assholes, which is usually the first recording. So now I've got a back close up or whatever it's called.
Yeah, you're closing now. You're the closer.
Hopefully it goes well.
It's hard to fuck up a Monday. The expectations are so low.
Yeah, we got to rift for at least 5 more minutes before we can get into the stories. But boys, what do we got going on?
I'll tell you
Live
what.
show.
We got a live show November 15th. Glad Day Lit. Tickets on Eventbrite right now. $30 USD, of course. And, we're going to be giving you a solid probably 3 hours of show, 2 to 3 hours of show, and a meet and greet right after that. So if you want to hang out with your boys, see the first ever live show, maybe only, but hopefully not.
I hope not.
But definitely the first only ever live show.
Be part of history, guys.
Make sure you get your tickets at Eventbrite. And if you're coming from another country, make sure you got a passport. That is something that I forgot about when we first announced this, but I'm good to go. Passport is good. Some things you'll get there. Boom, the show. Boom, the meet and greet. Boom, live show exclusive merch that will only be available then and there. Will never be on the merch store. It's there. So
Hell yeah.
Make sure you come be a part of history, at least history for us. I mean, I don't know about everybody else. In the grand scheme of things, probably not that
It
important.
won't make the history
But
books.
to us, very important. So we would love to see you and meet you in person. And yeah.
You forgot one more thing that they get. If you buy a ticket, you get a recorded version of the of the live show.
Correct.
We're gonna send that to you, and then people have been asking if we're like live streaming the live show. We will not be doing that, but we will be recording it and then selling that later for people who weren't able to go to the show. So you will have access to it, we hope. But we're gonna try and record that for everyone for later on. So yeah, super excited to do that. Is there anything else you want to touch on before we hop into the first Monday story?
Spoiler, 2.5 hours of those allotted times, we're going to be playing the same numbers game.
Let's start now. Give them a little taste.
All right.
3, 2,
3,
1.
2, 1,
65.
Damn it.
Jeez.
All right.
That's fine. That's
All
just a
right.
taste.
That's a teaser.
Wait for 2.5
right there.
hours of that. But also before we hop in, Reddit on wikishop.com. That's Reddit on wikishop.com.
Hell yeah.
Your girl Rachel done did it again, y'all. Another amazing design by Hazel Razzle? I'm so confused. I know your real name and not your username.
You tell us, Sean.
Apologies, Rachel, but she loves the Dodgers. Thank you for designing. Also, shout out Midscore for a helpful reminder to update that store. But yeah, get the merch now. It's available. You want a sticker, you got it. You want a shirt, you got it. Sweater, crop, hoodie, coffee mug, tote bag, anything you want, it's there. And if there's another piece of clothing or accessory that you want that design on, let me know. I'll fucking throw it on the merch store. I don't care.
My friends who just recently had a baby were like, "Do you guys sell baby merch?" And I was
We
like,
can.
We could.
We definitely could.
Josh, have you ever noticed that anytime money is involved, Sean's intros are just so goddamn smooth?
They're
It's
on
crazy.
point. It's crazy, actually.
All
There's
the
one
time.
thing that fuels
You
me.
sold me, brother.
John's searching up the store right now.
I'm like, damn.
Let's go.
It should not be a surprise to anybody at this point.
If only he knew we get paid for these episodes, he would maybe.
Are we getting paid for this?
All right, boys, let's hop into the first story of the day here. Cross-posted on our subreddit by Do Midscore Bandicoot.
Indeed.
The GOAT. Title for this one is, My husband, 28 male, told me he doesn't lust after me, 24 female, and doesn't see me as a woman.
Asshole.
Asshole.
Yeah.
Also, illegal.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you. I don't even know why I have this button. We just make you say it every time. So.
Nah, we need to hear the real thing.
I mean, I guess just if I'm sick, sometimes it might be nice to.
True. Yeah.
Some say it might be better with a cough in between. That shit.
Yeah.
That shit is pretty.
Some people really enjoyed my if I cough again, the show is over bit. That was a good one.
I was hanging on by a thread when I was editing it.
The stakes were high.
I was like, I don't know how I'm going to end this. If it just ends.
Thanks for supporting the show. It's been a good run.
All right. So my husband, 28 male, and I, 24 female, have been together for 6 years and married for almost 2 years.
Wait.
18?
So 18 and
22.
I guess technically at that time, not illegal, but
Yeah.
it does fit under like the small caveat of if you can't take your partner to prom, don't date him.
Also,
And
was he
I-
waiting for 18?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Wait, married or started dating at 18?
Together for 6 years. Married
Okay.
for 2 years.
Oh,
so they married.
I
when she
think
was
safe
20.
to say waiting at 18.
Yeah.
At the very, I mean, yeah.
Not told, but you never know.
Implied, yeah.
I just
Yeah,
feel
sure,
like the
sure.
prom thing is a good bet. You know, if the school won't allow them in, there's good reason. There's good reason y'all shouldn't date.
Yeah. He used to go crazy for me when we were dating. He couldn't stop doing and talking about sexual things with me, and I enjoyed it. We didn't go all the way before marriage and kept it for marriage. So I thought we were going to have amazing sex together when married, but I was so wrong. The first months of marriage was the worst. We had sex like once or twice a month as a newlywed young couple. I thought, it's okay, maybe we both need some time to get used to it, but it never improved. Usually we have sex like once a week and it's not enough for me and I don't enjoy it. For some reason, I also know it's not enough for him too. I feel like he's holding himself back and doesn't let himself go. When I dress up with sexy lingerie, he barely makes any reaction, and one time he even laughed and asked, "Why are you wearing this?
Boy,
Is that not clear?"
I feel like there's one obvious reason your partner's wearing lingerie. I don't know. Maybe it's.
Oh, I'm just taking the
They don't
trash
need-
out, actually. Like, what
yeah,
the
it don't
fuck?
need much convincing for me. I'm just like, is that a hint?
I saw ankle.
If I wore lingerie and my partner was like, "What are you wearing that for?" I feel like it'd be like, "Oh, I gotta have a date later tonight." You know what I mean? Because what the fuck are you doing asking me that question?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
insanity.
I felt so stupid and humiliated.
Ugh.
One time I gathered all my courage and asked him the reason why. He said, "I don't know. You're too pure in my eyes. You're too innocent, like an angel, like a baby. I love you as if you're my baby girl. I cherish you so much and I'm afraid I'm hurting you when we're doing it. I feel like I'm doing something bad to you." End quote.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. This, the waiting till marriage thing, that whole thing. I think you were maybe traumatized as a Christian child
Yeah, groomed.
to think. Well, yeah, that groomed, but I think that OP has Christian guilt over what sex is, and never really grew out of that Christian guilt. I feel
OP
like that's
or
a
OP's
thing.
husband.
OP's husband.
Right.
And he's like, well, this is all my assumption based off that.
Sure.
I mean, if we get 2 sentences later and like, well, he was fucking a bunch, I'd be like, oh, okay, well, I was. But it sounds like, 2 Christian kids got married young so they could fuck, and then they're like, I don't know how.
Right.
And I'm
Okay.
scared
To me-
too.
To me, like just the way he said it, and just because of
It's
the whole
creepy.
implication, of things like, oh, did he wait till he was 18? And
Because
the
of
way
the
he describes
implications.
her implications. You know what I mean? So, it's icky to me.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like what? You always just see her as a child, like when she was 18, you fucking creep.
Yeah, that's where it's like pushing misogyny to me, because it's like, oh, you can't see your partner as an equal. You know what I mean? You see her as a baby girl, or it's like
Baby girl.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird to me.
Crazy to come out of a fucking rat beef with the being alleged as a fucking pedo, and then have your hit song be "Baby Girl."
Baby girl.
Anyways, sorry.
Okay, so sometime later we had a fight. He said that he doesn't see me as a woman and rather like his daughter.
Ew! Why did you get married?
To him, it's because I'm too naive and fragile. He even said that I have no confidence and look like a loser sometimes from the outside.
You want to know why? Because she's dating your ass. And you constantly do shit like this.
Oh,
You've broke her down systematically since a young age.
I see.
And then
like
you
a
wonder,
daughter.
damn, why don't you have a lot of confidence?
Bro, this is crazy to me. What he said was true to some extent. I've always been a, quote, good girl and calm and easygoing with everyone. I'm an introvert and don't enjoy talking to everyone as if we are besties, but he is an extrovert and easily talks to everyone at first sight and everyone loves him. But me, I'm the quiet, weird girl beside him. And since I'm lacking social skills, I've always thought I'm not confident. Anyways, I then decided to change. I got therapy and tried to be more confident and talkative and not try to be the, quote, good girl anymore.
You stayed with this man for
Yeah.
long after that?
And yes, I've changed. Even people around us noticed my energy was different. So I've changed, but our intimacy still hasn't changed. And I feel like accepting the fact that our sexual life will not be fun and satisfying ever and stop trying hard for him. I also notice he tends to only feel lust for me when he imagines me with other men.
Yo,
Yeah.
this ain't a relationship worth being in. Girl, get the fuck out of there. Oh,
I hate to ask this. Are you guys from Utah? This feels like a lot of Utah energy.
She goes on to say, I don't mind this kind of kink, but it feels weird when it's the only time he feels lust and performs better while doing it. Is this normal among men? What do you think about my situation and what would you suggest?
I would say not normal. I would say not normal for men.
I would fucking throw hands. I'm like, the thought never even crossed my mind. I would fucking stab a bitch in that situation.
Not to kink shame, but quite literally the opposite of what would work for me.
Well, it's beyond that. It's like that's the only time he can like
finds her attractive.
Exactly. It's like that's when it's an issue. You know what I mean?
This
it's
is
like,
divorce.
Yeah.
Honestly, kudos to you for getting therapy and gaining confidence. Hopefully you'll gain enough confidence to realize that this is not it. This ain't it.
Yeah.
You can have a successful sex life with your partner. You can't have a partner who doesn't think you're fucking lame. It's just so weird because like on one page he seems like a weird pedo. On another page he seems like you're too young. He can't do anything. It's just like there's nothing you can do that will make your partner like you. And
no.
He's just some weirdo. I don't know what the fuck is his problem. A lot of things going on with him. If anybody should have went to therapy, honestly, it's this guy.
Yeah.
I feel like you were probably, I mean, everyone could use therapy, but
for sure.
But on the scale of who needs it worse between OP and OP's husband, I think OP's husband.
Yeah, and there's a lot of self-blame in the way you're describing yourself. I think
she's been fucking. She is low key a victim. She was been manipulated for 6 years.
Yeah, there's a lot of like negative self-talk, which I'm hoping that therapy like helped you resolve. But you were trying, you were pulling up with like lingerie, you're showing interest, you're, being expressive, like, towards your partner. Yes, there might be some difference between you're an introvert, he's an extrovert. But you know what? A fucking good partner will hype you up no matter goddamn what.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that he calls you these names, describe you as this, almost like infantilizing you.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
this
literally sees her as
you as a child,
as his daughter.
Yeah.
This is a creep.
How that's not instantly divorce is wild.
This is get the fuck out of this relationship, girl. Like I think there's going to be someone out there for you that's going to look at you standing in that door, bricked up, ready to go as soon as they see you. You deserve that type of person.
Yeah, it's disgusting to me. There is some good advice in here. Lamb's English says, so hold on. He feels like sex is doing something bad to you and said he sees you like a daughter, but what turns him on is thinking of you fucking other men.
So he wants to see his daughter.
Bro, that is fucking insane.
Yep.
Dude.
Girl, listen close. Do you not see how messed up that structure is? This guy's mental relationship with sex and possibly women is fucked. He's blaming you, but I'd bet money this is just deflection because he doesn't know how to make sense of what's in his own head. I'd strongly encourage you insist he put some time and probably professional help into rewiring what's going on in there because the math ain't mathing.
I didn't even put those two together.
I know. That's why I like
Jesus fucking Christ.
Because it really lays bare what his thought process is right now. And it's just so fucked up.
Jail. Check the hard drives, as a matter of fact.
I mean,
yeah, he waited till you were 18, but then it's still not. It's just that's so confusing.
yeah, it's fucking gross. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Tough.
This one is posted on Best of Redditor Updates.
Ooh.
The original poster is a throwaway account, so I won't read their name. Title is, My Fiancé Was Tricked and Lost Our Down Payment and Savings.
Ooh.
I've been scammed before. Tough.
Not out of your
Speakers,
life
right, Chad?
savings.
Yeah. Not my life savings. $300, but no, 200.
Which is quite a lot.
It's $200, but a lot for a fucking broke college
Student. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
You know, I don't have cash on me, but I think there are ATMs. I'm a fucking idiot.
You led him there.
Oh yeah, ATM, great idea. Jesus Christ.
I wonder how many people know that story.
I don't know.
Because we've had quite a few listeners
Since
come in
we've
after
talked
that.
about that.
Yeah.
Long story short, somebody tried to sell me speakers. And I was like, oh man, that sounds awesome. I just don't have cash. And then he was like, oh man, it sucks. And then we both sat there in silence and I said, well, if you want to follow me, I think there's an ATM close by. I could get some cash. And he's like, oh my God, great idea, dude. Bought the speakers, went to, I met a friend. I think it was Ryan. It definitely was Ryan. I was like, dude, I just got these fucking sweet speakers. And he was like, what the fuck are Phantom speakers? And I was like, oh, he said it was as good as Bose. And he was like, Google Phantom speaker. And I did. It doesn't exist.
Oh, no.
Not real. And then he was like, best we could do is maybe try and go to a pawn shop and then maybe they'll give you something.
We'll give you $3.
Went to a pawn shop. They said, you couldn't pay us to take it. I said, okay, all right.
Damn.
Cool. So yeah, just got scammed out of $200.
That's unfortunate.
And that was right before vacation where I needed the money. I don't know why I did that.
But you had a speaker.
I did have speakers. And then, I was too scared to use them ever because I think we Googled speaker scam and people were like, oh yeah, I bought some of those and they fucking lit on fire. So they're still in the box
Oh my God.
at Ryan's parents' house. Shout out Tito Tita.
Plug it in Ryan's house is revenge for making you hike that mountain.
No, honestly.
Play that episode through the speakers.
Eh.
All right. So this once again is My Fiancé Was Tricked and Lost Our Down Payment and Savings.
Not the asshole. It happens.
It happens. I'm behind you, dude. My fiancé was selling his old mountain bike online. Someone messaged my fiancé with an offer, and this person said they would send my fiancé the funds in advance and send their cousin to pick up the bike the next day. My fiancé had promised me he would only accept pickup in person with cash in hand. For context, and so this post makes sense, in Canada, the main way and safest way to transfer in cash is done through your bank. It's tied to your bank account. You can only transfer what you have in your bank account, and even then there is a daily limit. It is also tied to your identity since it's tied to your bank account. They're called e-transfers.
Kind of like Venmo.
Yeah,
Simpler.
exactly. Yeah. So my fiance told the buyer he would accept the transfer, and this is where the scam started. The buyer sent it, but he accidentally added an extra zero to the amount. My fiance told the buyer he would transfer it back since it was a mistake. He told my fiance he got locked out of his bank account due to the mistake with the previous transfer, so my fiance should transfer it to his cousin's account. My fiance did that, and I have no idea why my fiance sent back the whole amount instead of the extra minus the payment for the bike. But the buyer sent another transfer and the same thing happened. Then the buyer asked my fiance to use a different app, PayPal, since he was still locked out of his bank account. He sent it to my fiance again, but he added an extra zero to the amount and also doubled it. Again, my fiance sent the funds back. The buyer then asked if my fiance would take a check. They arranged for my fiance to meet the buyer's cousin in person and they would exchange the bike for the check. When my fiance got the check, it was higher than the agreed upon amount, but the cousin just told my fiance it was a bonus for all his troubles. My fiance deposited the check and eventually used some of the funds, or he attempted to. The funds from the first transfer was a bank account that was stolen due to identity theft. That transfer was reversed. The funds from the transfer on the other app was stolen account as well, and the app reversed that transfer as well. The check was fake and was clawed back by the bank. This is all on top of the transfers that my fiancé made to pay back the criminal. Our entire savings account was gone. What we had saved for a down payment, we were looking for a house, and everything was now gone.
Oh.
Yeah. So basically, like, he was sending real money to the scammer, but they were sending him basically empty checks.
Okay, so this is a dumb question. If they canceled it because the account was stolen, like any transfers out,
Yeah.
why would they not do the same for any transfers in?
Well, he didn't send it. He sent it to the cousin's account, which presumably was a real account. Then the PayPal one was fake, which also got sent money.
Oh, so the first account and then the PayPal account were fake.
Were fake, but the cousin's one must have been real or something. Or at least real enough for them to get the money from it.
Honestly, after the second mistake, I think I would have been like,
flag the bank immediately.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie to you, the first mistake would have got my ass.
Well, I think it would have got most people.
Yeah.
That's fair. But yeah, I mean, I would have just been like, no, I'm not going to give you this back. I'll withdraw it in cash and you can pick up the cash in person.
Yeah, I don't think I would send it to the second account.
Yeah, that's weird to me.
I think that I'd be like, this seems fake now.
Yeah.
This story is helping me out because I'm trying to get like something off of like a marketplace again. And now I'm hesitant to do it because I'm scared that I might get scammed like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely good to look up, common scams on Facebook Marketplace or something like that. And then at least you can be aware of them when you're going into deals.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't find out about any of this until after the fact. I get alerts anytime there's a transaction on our savings account, but my fiance deleted them.
Ooh.
I do shift work, so I was asleep, and my fiance went into my phone and deleted the text because he didn't want me to find out he broke his promise about only accepting cash for the bike. I am so angry. I'm not an angry guy in general, but I am furious about this. We had been dealing with the bank and the other apps with no success. We took the messages between my fiance and the buyer and the doorbell cam footage to a different levels of police. However, it didn't change anything.
Fuck.
Our money is gone. We were hoping the bank could reverse the transfers my fiance made, at least, but the transfers were made into a compromised account and the money was immediately moved. The bank also said my fiance voluntarily and willingly made the transfers, and we have given the police reports to the bank, but it's likely nothing will change. Also, because of the fake check, our savings account was closed because it had a zero balance, and so was my fiance's personal bank account. I use a different bank account, so my personal bank account wasn't affected. The bank said my fiance has to take his banking somewhere else, and also that they will not provide mortgage service to us. Not that we will be buying a house now, since our entire down payment is gone. I've warned my fiance that anyone who says they can recover the money is lying and he has to ignore them. I will also ignore anyone who says they can do that. I'm devastated. I know it was just money, but I feel like I'm in a nightmare. I try to be a calm and laid back guy, but that money was everything we had. We had to cancel our wedding venue so we could get our deposit back, just so we can afford rent for July. I'm so angry with my fiance. Not just about getting tricked, but also because he lied to me. He broke his promise and he lied to me. More than the money, he broke my heart, and right now I hate him. This is like a nightmare I can't wake up from. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more so fucked up about deleting the messages while you're asleep. It's like, what are you going to just not find out? You're going to find out eventually.
Right. The moment
what was your fucking end game, dude?
The account, yeah.
So you just ruined your own fucking relationship on top of ruining y'all's financial positioning, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So just all around fucking bad. Like, I've been scammed, but this is, a lot of steps went into this one.
Yeah.
Like, the constant fuck ups it's tough. I hate to blame the victim here.
Well, it's people make mistakes. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
Shit happens. It's the lying and the deception for me that's like,
it's the worst part of it.
I can't trust you anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, it's one thing if he made these mistakes and then immediately came to you and was like, I lost all our money. I fucked up. Like, immediately told you, but to go behind your back, delete the messages and like not tell you openly, it's like,
Yeah, what's the end game here? You think they're never gonna find out that they lost all their money?
Yeah. Well,
Exactly.
I mean, even beyond that, it's just like you break my trust. Like I can't.
It's done.
I
Yeah,
can't
you
trust
went into
with
my
money
phone
anymore.
while I was asleep
Yeah.
to delete messages for something again that I'm gonna find out.
Exactly.
This is like that one Tiger King meme. I'm never gonna financially recover from this, which sadly that might be the case.
Yeah,
'Cause it's rough.
Unfortunately.
I think this is.
Oh,
I don't
it's a
know.
breakup material.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
breakup.
I'm done after this. Yeah.
Again, it's one thing like if he just lost all the money and then came to you, it's like, okay, well, the trust
I'm
is
already-
still there.
I'm pissed.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed, but at least like there is a road to recovering this relationship. It's the lying and the deceit that's like, okay, well, I can no
That's-
longer
yeah.
trust you.
the combo, really,
Yeah.
of it both.
So, like I said, there is an update, which was this past month, which was a
okay.
year, 15 months later, I guess, technically. OP says losing the money when we were in the middle of looking for a house was devastating. What was even more devastating was my fiance, David, 33 male, lying and trying to hide this from me. Between his lying, acting like this wasn't a big deal, losing our down payment, and having to cancel our wedding venue to get our deposit back,
Crazy to act like it's not a big deal, but also sneak
That's a
onto her
huge-
phone
Yeah.
when she's asleep, delete all the messages.
I think his phone. I think OP's a guy.
Oh,
They're both guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, yeah, I knew they were both guys,
It's
but I thought he deleted.
2025, Sean.
I knew they were both guys. I thought he deleted it off of OP's phone.
Yeah, OP is a guy.
Yeah. OP's a guy.
That's what I'm saying.
You called it her.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying.
I know.
knew they
I
were
know.
both.
We're all
I'm
good. We're all
fucking
good.
sick of this shit. Y'all know what I'm trying to fucking say.
Do we?
And
When
I
y'all
think
get the pronouns wrong, I don't fucking jump on your fucking back.
I was just trying to correct you.
God damn it.
But you made a good point.
I'm fucking sick of this bitch.
So, between his lying, acting like this wasn't a big deal, losing our down payment, and having to cancel our wedding venue to get our deposit back so we could pay for rent, my relationship with David fell apart. I was so angry with him.
That's not the only relationship that fell apart. The live show isn't fucking happening. I'm not going.
Oh, it's happening.
Unless we sell at least 10 tickets.
Okay, we can do that.
Make it happen.
I've spent the last year dealing with the police, the bank, and the other apps, and all the wedding vendors we had to cancel on. The police say it's a common scam, and David wasn't the only victim they know about. It was hell. Even worse than all of that was David lying to me and doing this and not realizing he was being tricked out of our money. David and I had to move out here a few years ago because the house prices were the lowest in the country. After we broke up, I heard David moved back to his home province. I'm staying here. I have a life here, a good job, and I'm not exactly on the best of terms with my family. But having to start over from scratch after what David did was hard. This last year was a dark time. Not the worst in my life, but it was pretty close. David tried to say I was victim blaming him because I was angry. He said he tried to hide what had happened because he was ashamed, but he destroyed my trust and our relationship. Also, yeah, duh. That's why I know you were hiding it. That's still the issue.
Yeah.
Still an issue.
That's the part that you fucked up on, buddy.
Exactly. Some days I still can't believe this happened. In short, my relationship with David is over. I've had to find a new place to live. Our savings were lost and I'm starting over from scratch. I will be okay, but it was a hard year.
Man, pulling for OP. There's,
Yeah.
I fucking hate scammers, and I also hate scalpers and resellers.
Ticketmaster.
Fucking
Fucking
hate those bastards.
any
so
middleman.
much.
Fucking bullshit.
Except Venmo. Venmo's pretty sick. I like Venmo quite a bit, actually.
PayPal.
Imagine being at a wedding and you can't fucking Venmo the bartender. That's wild. Just trying to help them out.
That's so funny that you tried to do that at my wedding.
In Canada.
What's crazy is they said no to Venmo, and then I said, what about Zelle?
They said, get out.
I said, you're American? I said, you betcha.
All right, let's pick things up a little bit here with Sean's favorite subreddit. Today I fucked up.
Here we go.
Oh.
This one's posted by Alarmed Visit 8797. And the title is Today I Fucked Up by Microwaving My Socks.
Wait. What? Hold on. There's steps to. Huh?
Were they not washed? I imagine a clean sock, if it's super cold, like that might feel nice. I've never done that, but I understand the logic, maybe.
A toasty sock.
A toasty sock? I mean, I imagine it's like putting on a shirt right out of the dryer.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like warm.
Or your comforter's just been done. You get under it.
The comforter's just been done and it's real warm.
Yeah.
Socks is just like the risk factor I feel is not worth it. Because, I mean, I feel like it's an odor trapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder if this person was high as fuck. They were trying to find an oven mitt, but instead used a sock, and they just left it there.
Why would they put an oven mitt in?
Why would you put an oven mitt in a microwave?
I mean, I think they very much tried to fucking have toasty socks. I think that's what's happening.
That's my nightmare. Like hot socks or just like a hot comforter. I fucking hate that.
Oh, I love it when it's cold outside.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I need it cold. Even if it's like dead ass in the winter, I need that bitch cold.
Nah, up here it's nice. Get a nice.
Yeah, I'm with
toasty
Josh.
blanket.
Putting on a nice warm shirt after it's been in the dryer.
Oh, I can't.
Well, Josh, you naturally run very hot.
So do I.
I mean,
but
both.
it's
I think
still nice.
both Josh and I, both run hot as fuck.
It depends. Like, listen, if it's a 30-degree summer day, then I'm not loving it.
talking about winter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or even a crisp fall day, you know?
Give me something cold.
All right. So I biked to work. This morning, it poured on me halfway there, and my shoes and socks were absolutely soaked.
No, it's going to smell like absolute shit.
By the time I got to the office, my feet were pruned like raisins.
In the office microwave, you fucking devil. You Satan man.
Yeah, I might have taken a few words off the title. It was today I fucked up by microwaving my socks at work.
In the communal office microwave, you fucking piece of shit. How dare you? How fucking dare you, actually?
So I thought, okay, I'll just dry them out real quick in the break room microwave.
You asshole. You
Why can't you go to the bathroom and use the hand dryer?
I mean, some people just have napkins. I only have napkins on mine.
I've seen people do gloves in there before, so it's no big deal.
That's also rancid. I think you should. I mean, feet are so much worse.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean, why are we putting anything besides food in there is my question.
Yeah. I take off my socks, toss them in for 2 minutes, and go back to my desk. 45 seconds in, I smell something awful, like burnt hair mixed with wet dog.
No fucking shit.
Then the fire alarm goes off. Turns out the synthetic material in my socks basically melted and filled the entire office with smoke. Everyone evacuated. Building management showed up, asked where the fire was, and all my coworkers are standing around shivering in the parking lot. Well, I have to admit,
they're looking at everyone's feet to be like, who the fuck doesn't have socks on?
Fucking Ryan the temp here needs to chill.
Yeah, for real. This is the office.
Ryan started the fire. I have to admit to everyone, it was my socks. Now the microwave is trashed. HR sent an email reminding everyone not to cook clothing, and I have achieved permanent nickname status, Hot Socks.
Not bad, to be honest.
Mr. Socko was there,
Absolutely rancid. It's a good thing the microwave caught on fire because I would never want to use that again.
Honestly, like in your own home, I'm already thinking like, that's pretty risky. I don't know if just throw them in the dryer, right?
Right.
Air dry or something.
Microwave is so like at the office there's like a communal sponge for the kitchen. I'm like, even that to me is disgusting. Y'all washing y'all's dishes with the same sponge. I don't know what y'all are fucking eating. I don't trust y'all.
To be fair, it's like maybe you're like pre-washing them and then taking them home and then putting them in the dishwasher or something.
We're doing it again, yeah.
That's a lot of people do that.
That's what I do, yeah.
Yeah, but with a communal sponge, I don't
For sure,
yeah, because then it's the point is again, yeah.
It's just so that
I'm not
it's
gonna
not
put
dirty
it back in
my bag when I'm taking it home.
No, I'm gonna just keep my shit dirty.
No,
fair enough.
I'm gonna wash my shit when I get home.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like a communal fucking bath towel.
Right, but I don't think you understand. Like I'm washing the dish and then
you're gonna wash it again.
We're washing at home, so I just don't want to have a dirty
waste
dish.
Of time.
Well, it's a waste of company time, not mine.
Yeah, it's not my time.
That's true.
Come on, Sean.
Yeah, I'd rather just do that on a toilet watching videos.
That's fair.
Is this behind the paywall yet? Can I say that?
I don't like going to the toilet in office. Motherfucking one ply ass TP. Oh, I fucking hate offices, bro.
So Oxygen 13 said, I mean, yeah, that's amusing, but I would never consider putting what could be considered stinky underwear in something people use it for food.
Yes.
What's next? Boxer shorts in the toaster?
Oh, dude. Boxers right out of the dryer?
So good.
Woo! Oh, man. That feels great.
My buns are toasty.
Oh, it feels awesome.
That's a great day.
I'd have duck butter so fast.
Disgusting.
Zero Beat says, bro, maybe just don't put your smelly ass wet socks in a place people put their food. The
It's
fuck is
insane.
wrong with you? Just bring a
Insane.
change of clothes. ...
Some people are disgusting.
Yeah.
Just get rain boots, right? Like if you had a proper pair of rain boots.
I mean, you're
Honestly,
biking.
just don't. just
like-
don't do whatever they did.
Just bring a extra pair of
Yeah,
clothes.
just
I
put some
think that's
socks in your backpack, brother.
the easiest thing to do. Yeah. All right, boys. Let's move on to the second last one before we hit the amazing Underbucky section. This one is posted by a throwaway account. Title is, my boyfriend deleted my dead brother from my Instagram friends, and he doesn't seem to understand or care that I'm upset.
This some like you can't follow any guys.
Wait, on OP's account or like their
Sounds like
boyfriend's
OP's account.
From my Instagram friends, yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing snooping on my personal account to begin with?
It's a good question.
Controlling.
All right. So 6 years ago, my twin brother, Sam, died in a horrible accident on the freeway. It was one of the biggest accidents in our state. My only comfort is that he died immediately. The police said he most likely had no idea anything was happening around him. Anyway, before he died, Sam was huge on social media, mostly on Instagram and Snapchat. I never followed him on Snapchat, but I followed him on Instagram. He made thousands of posts about his life, aka friends, family, and music. He was an amazing singer. After he died, I would go onto his account and just scan through his account. I mostly watched a few of his videos he made where he does a dialogue for ESL speakers, and in brackets, he taught English to ESL students for extra money. I'd often pretend that he was speaking to me. I know it's not healthy to listen to my dead brother's voice every day, but it just became a habit. A few weeks ago, my boyfriend had been urging me to break free from this. He told me that I need to move on. I did start. I would only watch one video or not even use my phone right until I went to bed. Last night, I went to check my brother's account and I saw that it was gone. I was upset. I texted my sister and she said she could still see his account. My boyfriend told me that he blocked my brother on my account. I was annoyed, but simply thought I could just go back and follow him. But my brother's account was a private and our family couldn't access his account years ago. The reason why he blocked him is because he thought I was, quote, in love with my brother, and even accused me of being once intimate with him, my own brother. I wanted to vomit. He's my twin. We spent every single day together. Even when we grew up, we went to the same university. At the time of my brother's accident, we were roommates. I loved my brother, but not in a sick way. My boyfriend never met my brother. He and I only started dating 2 years ago. But after this, I don't know if I can/should continue with this relationship. My boyfriend keeps saying that I should move on and that what he did wasn't a big deal, but it was to me. Our mutual friends agree that I should just forgive and forget, but I feel like I'm grieving again.
What the fuck is going on?
What kind of friends do you have? Break up with this dumbass.
Yeah, and those friends.
And new friends.
Disgusting. Why would that be the first fucking thought that goes on your stupid ass head? Your twin brother passed away and you're going to accuse your girlfriend for having sexual relations with their twin.
So fucked
Boy,
up.
what the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, Sean did kind of nail it where it's like controlling, but because like, oh, it's a guy you're following or whatever. Like it's their fucking twin brother. What the fuck?
And no one, not a goddamn person in the world can ever dictate how you grieve.
Yes.
Like you can say like, hey, it's been this, blah, blah, blah. It don't fucking matter. If that one person says, hey, I still miss this person. I still want to, see their memory and all that shit. Who the fuck are you to tell that person otherwise?
It's not like, it's also not like super unhealthy. Like it's like one video a day.
Memories.
I go and check his account and like listen to a music, like a video that he did or something like that. It's like, these are what's the difference from like having a photo of him on the wall and then like, you look at it every day? Like, it's a nice thing that helps you get through your day to remember him. I think that is absolutely fine. And for him to go and block his account because he's jealous of you, the way he'd be out the fucking door the minute he did that.
And the friends backing him.
Those must be his friends, I would imagine. Right?
She said mutual. So they hopefully
Mutual?
are his.
I don't know. I just can't imagine any friend of mine siding with someone who did that.
It's
to
just
me.
like
disgusting person.
Even without the weird incest thing, it's just like, who does he think he is to tell anybody,
how to feel?
Get over your dead sibling.
Right.
Like, even before we got to the weird incest thing, I was like, break up, right?
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck do you think you are? You're insane to think that. And the fact that OP was even like, oh yeah, I'm trying to like do it less. Like, dude, what?
Yeah.
What?
Like that's something OP should decide on if she wants to start doing it less. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be pressured on her. Like, I don't know. To me, it is crazy that he was pressuring her at all to like get over it. Cause that's not something you get over. That's something that's going to be with you for the rest of your life.
Yes.
Yeah. So fucking disgusting.
And maybe maybe she's in the phase in her life where instead of grief, what she's experiencing, it's more so of like, oh, hey, I just want to see my brother's face. Like, it makes me happy. Some people are like that. I got pictures of my dad like in the background before. That shit used to make me cry just seeing. Now I'm just like, oh, hey, Pop's right there. Type of situation. Who the fuck is he to dictate how she feels? Boy, some people deserve to be slapped in the face. He's one of them. And his
100%.
friends.
We're back to I don't condone violence, but
I am to this person and their group of friends, you dumb bitches.
Commenter said, your boyfriend just decided for you that blocking your late brother's account was the magical solution to your grief. That's not how it works. Grief isn't a switch you can just flip, especially when it's someone as close as your twin. You finding comfort in watching those videos is totally normal, and nobody gets to take that away from you. But then he takes it even further and accuses you of being in love with your brother? Dude, what the fuck? That's not just out of line. That's a whole different zip code of messed up. Grief is one thing, but him jumping to those accusations, no. Look, you've been taking steps at your own pace, and that's how it should be. He doesn't get to dictate how you handle your loss. Honestly, it's not about forgive and forget. It's about respect. And he clearly bulldozes that boundary. You're feeling like you're grieving again because in a way you are. He took away your way of connecting with your brother. Also, your friends just saying, let it go. That's a hard pass. You deserve better than someone who not only doesn't get your grief, but also makes it worse. OP responded to that and said, he told me he was, quote, just joking when he said that. It was not funny. This happened yesterday and I'm still very upset and I don't see myself ever forgiving him. He tried tickling me this morning to make me laugh and I'm just so hurt.
Yeah, let that boyfriend and those friends go on the side of a cliff.
Yeah.
Fuck those people.
OP did an update 3 days later. I kicked him out.
Good.
I gave it a few days for me to calm down, but this was just a breach in trust. He still thinks I'm overreacting, and I've also cut ties with our mutual friends, and in brackets, they were mostly his friends.
Oh, there goes your answer, son.
Yeah.
Got it.
This incident made me realize I need to spend more time with my family. I've been chatting more with my sister. After Sam's death, I was a bit cold towards her, but she has helped me through a lot through these past few days. Also, thanks to some amazing people on here, we were able to get into Sam's account, and now I'm the owner of it. Thank you all.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's sick.
And lastly, Sam, I miss you every single day.
Yeah, I was going to say,
That's
there's
awesome.
got to be a way to...
I should have thought about that too, because it's like I've seen people do like an in memoriam accounts or something like that. That's the word for it.
Yeah, this is something that's like hit close to me, this kind of situation, because like one of my old podcasts I used to do, my friend, passed away in an accident actually as well. And his mom like knew about the podcast and asked me to put together all the episodes he was in. And so I did that for her. And that was her way of, connecting with him. And actually I saw her recently or this year. So she said she still listens every once in a while just to, feel that connection. And it's been 6 years, 5 or 6 years now. So it's a way for people to, still connect with their loved ones. And like I said, it's we have video of everyone all the time now. And it's just like the new photograph. Like you can now watch a video of that person that's passed. And I think that's absolutely normal.
I sometimes think about if we ever have future kids or, things like that. They're going to, when we're dead, they're going to see this and be like, Jesus fucking Christ.
My dad was an idiot.
My father said a lot of dick jokes.
Your kid would also say a lot of dick jokes, John.
It's true. I mean, it's passed down to generations.
Yeah, I do think about that every once in a while. I'm like, man, I hope my kids never listen to this. All right, last one here, posted by Blue Title. This one was posted 14 years ago. And
Damn.
There's a reason I'm doing this. Because it's spooky month, I thought, let's do a spooky story. And this is one of the most famous spooky stories on Reddit. So, title for this one is just The Smiling Man.
God damn.
Sean hates spooky stories, so this is going to get him.
Hey, the lights behind Sean's going to start flickering.
And based on everything I've seen, like OP commented on this later on, and it seems like it was a very real story. So this is
unnecessary to add that, I will say.
I just want to say it's not a fiction.
That's a trigger warning for our boy.
Yeah. I just want to make that clear, Sean.
Crystal, actually, unfortunately.
Okay, so about 5 years ago, I lived downtown in a major city in the U.S.
Houston, Texas.
I've always been a night person, so I would often find myself bored after my roommate, who was decidedly not a night person, went to sleep. To pass the time, I used to go out for long walks and spend the time thinking.
What are you doing out in the big city like that at night? I'll say that.
People do that, Sean. That's a normal thing to do.
Yeah. 14 years ago, too. This would have been like 20. Well, and this is 4 years before that. So it's like 2008?
I was like 37 then.
That's crazy.
Do the math, yo.
So I spent 4 years like that, walking alone at night, and never once had a reason to feel afraid. I always used to joke with my roommate that even the drug dealers in the city were polite. But all of that changed in just a few minutes one evening. It was a Wednesday, somewhere between 1 and 2 in the morning.
What? And see what I'm saying? What are we doing?
And I was walking near a police patrolled park quite a ways away from my apartment. It was a quiet night, even for a weeknight, with very little traffic and almost no one on foot. The park, as it was most nights, was completely empty. I turned down a side street in order to loop back around to my apartment when I first noticed him. At the end of the street, on my side, was a silhouette of a man dancing. It was a strange dance, similar to a waltz, but he finished each box with an odd forward stride. I guess you could say he was dance walking, headed straight for me. Deciding he was probably drunk, I stepped as close as I could to the road to give him the majority of the sidewalk to pass me by.
Brother, just walk to the other side of these people have no survival skills.
Sean is getting so stressed out.
He's going to have to turn all the lights on in his room.
Ooh, it's dancing. It's galing, Sean.
The closer he got, the more I realized how gracefully he was moving. He was very tall and lanky and wearing an old suit. He danced closer still, until I could make out his face. His eyes were open wide and wild, head tilted back slightly, looking off into the sky. His mouth was formed into a painfully wide cartoon of a smile.
You met the fucking Joker.
Why so serious?
Oh, this would have been around when Batman came out, actually.
2008-ish, yeah.
Yeah. Between the eyes and the smile, I decided to cross the street before he danced any closer.
Wait, 14 years ago?
14 years ago, and then it's between 4 years previously.
Oh.
Somewhere in there.
Quick math, John. Good job.
I took my eyes off of him to cross the empty street. As I reached the other side, I glanced back and then stopped dead in my tracks. He had stopped dancing and was standing with one foot in the street, perfectly parallel to me. He was facing me but still looking skyward, smile still wide on his lips. I was completely and utterly unnerved by this. I started walking again, but kept my eyes on the man. He didn't move. Once I had put about half a block between us, I turned away from him for a moment to watch the sidewalk in front of me. The street and sidewalk ahead of me were completely empty still. Unnerved, I looked back to where he had been standing to find him gone. For the briefest of moments, I felt relieved until I noticed him. He had crossed the street and now was slightly crouched down. I couldn't tell for sure due to the distance and the shadows, but he was certainly facing me. I had to look away from him for no more than 10 seconds, so it was clear that he had moved fast. I was shocked that I had stood there for some time staring at him, and then he started moving towards me again.
Oh, hell no. And I'm out. I'm fucking Usain bolting the shit fuck out of there.
He took giant, exaggerated tiptoe steps as if he were a cartoon character sneaking up on someone, except he was moving very, very quickly. I'd like to say at this point I ran away or pulled out my pepper spray or my cell phone or anything at all, but I didn't. I just stood there completely frozen as the smiling man crept towards me.
Odd.
And then he stopped again, about a car length away from me, still smiling his smile, still looking to the sky. When I finally found my voice, I blurted out the first thing that came to my mind. What I meant to ask was, "What the fuck do you want?" in an angry, commanding tone, and what came out was a whimper. What the fuck? Regardless of whether or not humans can smell fear, they can certainly hear it. I heard it in my own voice, and that only made me more afraid, but he didn't react to it at all. He just stood there smiling. And then, after what felt like forever, he turned around, very slowly, and started dance walking away, just like that. Not wanting to turn my back to him again, I just watched him go until he was far enough away to almost be out of sight. And then I realized something. He wasn't moving away anymore, nor was he dancing. I watched in horror as the distant shape of him grew larger and larger, and he was coming back my way. And this time he was running.
Fuck that!
I then ran too. I ran until I was off the side of the road and back onto a better lit road with sparse traffic. Looking behind me then, he was nowhere to be found. The rest of the way home, I kept glancing over my shoulder, always expecting to see his stupid smile, but he was never there. I lived in that city for 6 months after that night, and I never went out for another walk.
Should have learned a lesson.
There was something about his face that always haunted me. He didn't look drunk. He didn't look high. He looked completely and utterly insane. That's a very, very scary thing to see. End of story.
Any thoughts, Sean? Because it happened in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Why are y'all always trying to make me mad, bro? Why can't we ever just have a good relationship or just friendly or just having a good time? Always try to get me fucking pissed off. I don't get it.
Opie does
we need
comment.
sound bites from you.
You get sign bites regardless.
Opie does comment on this and says, "Thanks for everyone who took the time to read. The first time I told this was to my roommate, who was appropriately mortified. The second time was to a friend who simply joked, 'It sounds like he was just trying to party with you.'
Hell nah, bro. I'm going to be like, bitch, you're walking there the next night
He can
by
party
yourself.
with you, yeah.
Yeah.
Most of my other friends seemed to agree that he was either on drugs or going out of his way to try and mess with me. And to the people comparing him to Slenderman, I should add he was tall, but normal tall. It probably doesn't help that my perspective, I'm short. It was weird to write this out too, since I've only ever told it to people in person, where I don't have to try and explain his movements, but can simply act it out. And to anyone doubting the truth in the story, I assure you it happened. I'm not afraid of ghosts, devils, or monsters. It's people that frighten me. So take that as you will. You can believe it or not, but it's pretty terrifying.
So the Amazing Underbaki segment, huh?
Yeah, you want to know what this one's titled?
God.
It's a new segment
Some scary shit.
called Tinder Is Terrifying, Sean.
Okay, well, at least this sounds better.
It is better. It's not scary.
Okay, thank God.
Well, in a way it is. Sometimes.
Yeah, well, it's something we're more used to, not
Yeah.
a killer.
The regular fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Welcome to a new off-road segment. Tinder Is Terrifying. where your boys scroll through some questionable Tinder profiles and decide if it's a left swipe to escape danger or a right swipe to risk it all.
Oh, before we do that, hey, shout out to Amazing Under Baki. Follow Second Guess Everything. They're coming out with their new content coming up pretty soon.
Good call. Yeah, end of October, I believe. So,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, check that out. All right. So the first one is posted on r/Tinder from user Crispy Taters. And this is, I believe this was a Hinge profile. So
is that the same as Tinder?
Not quite. So Hinge is very different in the fact that it gives you like prompts to answer and then people can see the prompts and then you can swipe on those prompts.
To see their answer?
Yeah. Well, no. You can swipe on those prompts to respond to it. So it could be like, what's your favorite food? And then that person answers pizza. And then on their profile, you can see that. And then you can respond to that and be like, oh, I like pizza too. And then that counts as like a right swipe. So then you can start talking.
So it's like a small talk.
It's like a way to initiate the conversation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the one where the women have to approve first before you can even?
Nope. That's Bumble.
Right.
I feel I have to teach you guys this every time we talk about dating apps, which is tough because it's been a while since I've been on them. So this, prompt says a random fact that I love is, and then this user responds, death is a very calming, inviting, and warm sensation when your body gets through whatever pain that it might be killing you. LOL.
Is you dead, bitch? What are you? What?
I think this is a serial killer. I think
this is the guy that you told a story about.
The waltz
dance
dancer.
Yeah.
So is that a right swipe or a left swipe?
Wait, left swipe is the no, right?
Left swipe is the no.
I'm going left swipe.
I'm hard.
I'm
left swipe.
actually.
I might actually
left.
Yeah.
I was gonna say swipe number to call the police.
Yeah,
This,
is there an
this person
HR
sounds
for this?
unhinged.
No, there's not an HR for Hinge, sadly.
Oh, unfortunately.
All right. So post number 2 from r/Tinder as well, from user C Caterpillar 4927. And this is I believe a Tinder profile. It's cut off, so it's hard to tell, but I think it's a Tinder profile. This one has an About Me section. It says, in a transitional period, don't stress. I also love/sell weed. Oh, and mushrooms, actually.
Wait, what?
Hey,
Say that again?
The plug is plugging, baby.
In a transitional period, don't stress. I also love/sell weed and mushrooms. They're emojis, so it doesn't actually say that. But is that appealing anymore? If I have to like you more than once, I'm not interested. All I know is that I want more pleasurable, risk-free sex/deep bonds in my life. That doesn't involve me paying a participant. Hey pig, free zone over this way. I'm worth more than my money always. Trumpers swipe left. We believe in science here. Don't assume you know me. Fuck around and find out. I am non-monogamous. I am happy with and want similar alignments. So are you swiping left or right?
I mean, we only agreed on one thing. Well, maybe 2 things, maybe 3 things, but
the weed and shrooms,
weed, mushrooms, and anti-Trump. I'm for. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Everything else, not really.
Yeah.
You sound like a handful of a person.
Well, the pay pig part is weird. I don't really understand.
I don't know what a pay pig is.
I have no idea what that is either.
I think that's someone.
Can we Google it?
I've never heard of pay pig in my life.
Well, okay. I don't know if a pay pig is someone who pays someone money because they get pleasure from it, or if it's the other way around. But that's the concept, I believe.
So this is what we're putting Wiki back in Reddit on Wiki.
Hell yeah. It's been 401 episodes since.
So it says, basically it sounds like a financial domination lifestyle, in particular, a practice of dominance and submission, a financial submissive / cash piggy, finsub, human ATM, money slave, or pay pig gives gifts and money to a financial dominant / findom, goddess, money dom, mistress, or cash master. Sorry, there was a lot of terms.
Yeah. So yeah, it's someone who pays someone else money.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm still going left on this.
Yeah, I'm going left
for sure.
Yeah. I do believe in science though, so that's not.
Yeah, I mean, there's a part where we could maybe be friends.
Yeah. We could chill.
You just
There's this Hinge friend finder.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll support a small business, you know?
Yeah.
That's about it.
I'll buy some weed. All right, boys. That is it for this episode. What did you think, Wikimaniacs? Let us know down in the comments below. Give us a like, subscribe. And if you really want to hear more, hit up our Patreon, patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network, or click join on our YouTube channel. You get bonus stories, bonus episodes, ad-free episodes, and day-early episodes. So subscribe today. Guys, is there anything else you want to shout out before we close out the episode?
Live show, November 15th. Glad Day Lit, Toronto, Canada. Be there. Buy your tickets. Link on the show notes. Do it now.
Let's see if we can go to a Leafs game. No, that would be way too expensive.
Season on?
Do they play the Las Vegas Golden Knights? Otherwise, I'm
Because
not very.
we have
That would be
jerseys.
sick. Okay,
Because we have jerseys.
You know what? give your merch sale while I look up their schedule.
That's
We can
Reddit
see.
on wikishop.com. Reddit on wikishop.com to get our newest collection designed once again by our favorite Dodgers fan, Rachel. Knocked it out of the park again. It's another dope design. We got some
Ooh.
kitty and a crumb merch.
Cool pun you got going on.
I don't even know what I said.
I mean, baseball, knock it out of the park.
Wow, I
Good job,
hate
buddy.
myself. But grab that on our merch store. Also, I don't know if we've posted the PO Box stuff yet, but shout out to everybody on that last PO Box. We have 6 Las Vegas Golden Knights jerseys.
Crazy.
We're going to give 2 of them to Josh, take pictures of him wearing it. It's going to be sick.
Especially the hat.
What the hell?
Yeah. Especially that
Championship
championship
hat?
hat. And I think he got a championship shirt as well.
Ooh. Boy, about to look like the 2019 fucking Toronto Raptors with all those championship gear.
I'm hoping I can wear a championship Blue Jays hat. at that
Hell
point.
yeah.
Ooh. What's that like?
Also, Maple Leafs are in Chicago that night, so
Damn.
unfortunate. Fuck you, Chicago, taking our night.
Damn.
But yeah, so we'll be in Toronto November 15th.
The Raptors playing during that time.
I'm not gonna look that up. They're trash. So
I
it doesn't
mean,
matter.
I'm about to rock a Dick jersey, bro.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, we'll see.
Grady
on,
Dick!
We'll see you on Wednesday's live stream. Or we're not doing one this week, actually, are we?
No, I'm gonna be in Chicago.
Fucking Chicago.
Oh no, New York.
Taking everything.
I'm gonna
from
be
us.
in New York.
Hell
Just kidding.
yeah.
I'm gonna be in New York, not
No,
Chicago.
Fuck Chicago. No, I actually like Chicago. But anyway, we'll see you on Friday then. Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Get there.